Hey everybody, just been a little while since I've put up a bit of a video. I wanted to give just a progress update on my Musty Wargamer painting challenge, as well as a bit of a shout out today for the show that's going to be going on over at Rusty's channel tomorrow, same time as usual. And so, yeah, getting pretty close to the final stages of this project. I mean, I still have bits and details that I've not put base paint on, but I've already done one highlight on the fur and the worst skin, you know, basically fur. And so I'm actually getting pretty far with this. I just thinking I have a game on Friday. I was kind of hoping to use these in that game. I am not sure I'll be able to. I mean, I might just be able to put them out on the table, but I'm not sure I'm going to get things to my satisfaction with both the washes and getting the bases completed, sort of final stages. But we'll see. We'll see how much I can get done between now and then. And yeah, I actually am kind of happy with the way these guys have turned out, considering they have like different armor types, how the choices have went. I'll kind of give you just a little bit close up here, just how I went with the different armors on the Bestigors, which the command, it's neat, kind of match, the diversity of the command match the armor a bit too, which is kind of neat. This guy has a bit more of like the scale mail kind of look. So I've done a brass, it's not gold, it's actually a brass sort of scale mail with black edging of the fabric that would hold it together, the leather, with black leather straps. And yeah, I think it looks kind of cool. So these are the best of the best when it comes to the Bestigors. These are the ones that have been the Beastmen, most experienced, seasoned of the troops, and ones that likely would have access to the best equipment. And it actually reflects that in the lists too. I still have to paint the leather straps and things, the things that are sort of a light gray primer underneath. Then there are folks that, or Bestigors that actually have primarily chainmail armor. Now they have a metal plate on the to protect their head that it goes to, but I've used red as the sort of accent color for the straps for these ones, and I've got my standard mix that I like, which is using GW Leadbelcher mixed 1-to-1 with Abaddon Black. I like that combination. It's sort of a blackish, shiny looking mail, dark looking mail, which I really like an oiled mail. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing for those guys. And then the other main one is these, which it's basically a plate, steel plates, you know, woven onto a fabric. And so I've, you know, initially undercoated black, and then I've just basically been putting sort of a, I'm actually using burnt iron by Metal Color on this one. I like it. It runs really nice. It's really, it creates a nice smooth finish. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing for these. They have some chainmail like on the head, and it's not just the plates. But the one thing I was surprised a bit about is the command. They have a lot of generic command, you know, but these are the command for these models, but they mirror, like this one has all chainmail, and then the standard has the plates. You can see that more from the back. These metal plates that some have. And then the Champion actually is used also for the regular Gors, but he just has metal plates on his shoulders and chainmail. But he fits right into that look, I think. So yeah. And so the other thing is, like I said, I did that first highlight on the skin. Initially, when I do my darker brown 1-to-1 with the brown that I use to differentiate these two, you don't really see the difference as much because, you know, the darker brown overpowers a bit. But once I get that first highlight on, like here, you can see this one's a bit more red and this one's a bit more brown. This one's a bit of a, you know, a muted brown. This is more of a red brown. And I really like that, you know, when it gets to this stage. I have one more highlight to do to pop those sort of accent colors out on the fur, and then I'll be good to go with that. And so yeah, like I said originally, I wasn't sure how, particularly because of this unit, I wasn't sure how, whether I was going to be able to finish this, sorry about that, in October, and I haven't, but it should be done fairly soon into November. And then once I'm finished with this, I still have lots of fantasy to paint, looking forward to painting a lot of fantasy, but I'm going to be switching gears to French Indian War, and I'll likely be doing that for a while. I suspect that I'll be doing that considerably into the new year, because I need to finish some red coats that I'd had, not part of that last batch I did, had resent to me. I have some artillery to do, and I not only want to do some British artillery that I have to paint, but I also want to touch up some ones that I've done in the past that just, I think when painting these ones, they're going to look a little different to the way I'm painting them now, some of the highlighting, and so I have to do some touch-ups alongside some painting of artillery. So I'll be painting some cannon. And then from there, I think I'm just going to go straight in and paint the French that I have to do. My goal is to actually just keep going until I have both sides enough to paint of my new order, or finish my new order. It's no longer new, it's about a year old. But I want to actually play some Sharps Practice, and that's what I've been saying for too long now. And I've been watching some battle reports on Sharp Practice and kind of getting into the mood of it. And so that is really my goal, I'm going to paint all of that stuff up, French Indian War, so I can get some games and do some battle reports on Sharp Practice. And then from there, I'll likely come back and do some fantasy after that. All right, well, I hope you guys are doing well this week. I want to reiterate again that we're going to have our show over at Rusty's channel tomorrow, and so that is, like usual, 9 Central, 8 Mountain Time. Figure that out for wherever you are if you're actually not in that area, and talk to you later.